Seriously, I watched it for the second time. I just finished it like 5 minutes ago. I don't remember it. Welcome back to Roast the Critics. I'm your host, Andrew. All right, so let's get into Emilia Pérez. The audience gave this multi-Academy Award nominated film 16%, while the critics gave it 72%. Now, I knew the political divide, the moral divide going in, and I put all that aside because this film was rated R, and it's a movie meant for grown-ups. So I went into it like a grown-up. And this movie stunk. So we're going to go ahead and roast the critics who thought that this was a good movie. Josh Parham from Next Best Picture says, "What is clear is that the enthusiastic passion that Audiard captures is hard to ignore as he colors the world in vibrant visuals and an impactful soundscape." Look at all the colors, Josh. Josh, look. There's color wheels. It's so vibrant. It has no good story or anything like that. It's colorful. Colors for the eyes.
The colors, Duke! The colors!
James Mottram from Total Film says Saldaña and Gomez deliver forceful performances, both in Spanish. But even they are outflanked by Gascón, a miraculous movie. I've seen a lot of praise for this Gascón, who plays the titular character, and I'm not seeing it. I watched the movie twice. I had to go back because I knew I was missing something. I did my due diligence, and I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what all this hype is about for Karla Sofía Gascón. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
I don't understand. If anybody can write to me in the comments, like, tell me what scene captivated everybody. What scene did Karla captivate critics and the Academy with? Zoe Saldaña. She's the main character. Why isn't she nominated for Best Actress? She was actually really good. Here are the good things about Emilia Pérez. The acting was fine, but I do think that Zoe Saldaña was a standout in the cinematography. And I'm gonna give the choreography. I've seen worse choreography. Peter Howell from Toronto Star says, "Nobody will likely buy the Bizarro soundtrack album, but stellar performances make this quirky tale work." Yeah, the music, it is freaking bad. Can I call it music? Mark Johnson from Awards Daily says, "Audiard's film is nothing short of groundbreaking, blending campy melodrama with unsettling fever dream tension." Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want for my Best Picture nominations. Melodrama. I felt so distant from this film. It's as if I had to watch it with binoculars, because that is how disconnected this film is. In no way did this film touch me, and in no way did I want it to. Pat Mullen from That Shelf says, "You've never seen anything like Emilia Pérez. You've never seen anything like it? What? That's what you say when you watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for the first time. Or what about Requiem for a Dream? There are weirder movies. There are more worthy movies to say you've never seen anything like this. But Emilia Pérez, what? What is it that is different? What is it that stands out from all the other movies that you've ever seen? Nothing. Nothing stands out in this film where I'm like, oh, my eyes are treated to a new thing to look at. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
It's a nerve-wracking, yet euphorically great thrill ride. Nerve-wracking? Where was the tension? Where was I supposed... You tell me, Pat. Where was I supposed to feel tension? Where was I supposed to get nervous? Who was I supposed to be nervous for? Randy Meeks from Espinave...
Meeks? Another unusual name.
...says that Emilia Pérez is a fascinating, unique, different film that refuses to turn Emilia into a heroine or give her any kind of pass for being transgender. Karla, who plays Emilia, definitely got a free pass into the Best Actress category. I'm not saying that it's because it's a he, she, she's a he, she. I'm not saying that. I'm strictly looking at the performance. Karla, who played Emilia, did get a pass for being nominated for the most dull role on the history of this planet. E.J. Moreno from Flickering Myth says it is a one-of-a-kind thriller. No, it's not. It's not a thriller. that will leave you shocked and singing throughout. A proper WTF ride led by 3 highly memorable performances from our leading ladies. All these critics are calling it a thriller. Emilia Pérez in no way is a thriller. It's not a nail-biting cartel ride that you'll never forget. It's nothing like that. I don't even remember it. Seriously, I watched it for the second time. I just finished it like 5 minutes ago. I don't remember it. I certainly don't remember Karla. Peter Travers from ABC News says, "You've never seen anything like Audiard's Spanish musical about violent passions starring Zoe Saldaña." Violent passions. The only passion I got from this film was Selena Gomez opening her shirt and flashing her ex-lover. That was it. Don't bother looking it up, boys. It's shown from the back. But I just don't. There's no passion. There's no love in this movie. The guy is a drug cartel. He wants to become a woman for no indiscernible reason that we're ever given. So then he sends his wife and children away to live in some foreign country, some foreign land, so that he could disappear and fakes his own death to traumatize his kids and his wife, only to have them come back so that he can be in their lives as this creepy, faux aunt. That is not love. If that is love to anybody, this world is doomed. That is not love. That is not love. Love is if you find yourself as a drug cartel, all right, pay the consequences. But stop the violence. Give money back to the poor. That's love. Teach your kids how not to end up like you. That's love. Andre Herford from Metro Weekly, Washington, D.C. says, Emilia Pérez is a musical, a crime thriller, a trans romance that never mentions the word trans. Big Daddy was the first time I saw 2 men kiss on screen. Not once is the word gay used. Should that film have been up for a nomination? Because they happen to dance around the word gay. They don't say the word gay. Like, that's your standard? This is a good one. This is really going to get me going. Al Alexander from Movies Through the Spectrum says, is it enough for a movie to simply be audacious? Let me skip all the overblown adjectives and say yes. That's what he says. He says the answer is a resounding yes. No, it's not. You know what else a movie needs? An intriguing plot, some actual heart, a little bit of levity, a good story, something that people can connect with. That's what a good movie requires. And this movie had none of them. Get this, Shirley Lee from The Atlantic says, it's emotionally manipulative. It's visually over the top. It's a mess. In other words, a spectacular operatic one. It's a mess. It's a mess. So hey, 5 stars. It's a mess. Let's put it up for the best picture of the year. It is a mess. But you know what? We're just going to give it a pass because, everything in it, it's all so cute and sweet and girly, girl power. But it's a mess. Don't you see what's happening? These critics have stooped to the level of praising trash, and they openly admit it. Leonard Maltin from leonardmaltin.com, that's presumptuous, says, phrases like game changer and cutting edge can't capture just how audacious and original Emilia Pérez is. It's a knockout. Mrs. Doubtfire was not cutting edge. Tootsie was not cutting edge. As far as I know, Some Like It Hot probably was not cutting edge. People have been cross-dressing and transgenderifying for generations. What is new about this movie? If we're going to give the title Cutting Edge to Emilia Pérez, let's say the same. Let's go back to Ghostbusters 2016 and say that because they put a bunch of girls as ghost fighters. Ooh, cutting edge! That doesn't make it good. Robert Rott from Laramie Movie Scope says there is a lot of high-powered drama in this story. A love affair, confessions. There's a confession in The Lion King, and nobody holds The Lion King up as a great movie because Scar confesses that he killed Mufasa. That's not like the main confessions. Like every movie with a redemptive ending has a confession of some sort. So that's not original. A kidnapping and a shootout. The plot of this movie, okay, Emilia Pérez gets kidnapped, for all but 5 minutes. Whoa. Emilia Pérez, this needs to be compared to Man on Fire. Mexico City, you got the cartel, you got kidnappings, and that's another problem I have with Emilia Pérez. They're trying to figure out where somebody is, okay? And they go to all these cartel members, and they just give their information willingly. Oh yeah, 5 minutes ago, I was in Mexico City. 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 shut down by the creek behind door number 3. And then they go to the next cartel member. And then once you come out of door number 3, you want to make sure you jump up on the ceiling with the red box on the top of it. And it's like they just willingly give their information. That does not happen. Man on Fire, Denzel Washington has to torture people to get information. He's cutting off fingers. He's sticking bombs up bums. It's a massacre. Because that's how the cartel plays. John McDonald, from johnmcdonald.net, again, presumptuous, says, although the subject matter of this film is immensely provocative, to get hung up on the Mexican or trans content may be missing the point. I think McDonald here would hate my guts because I hate this movie so much, and he's going to call me a T-Phobe. I know it. And that's fine. What I am is a bad movie phobe. I am against, in principle and in practice, bad movies. I'm against bad talent. I'm against bad talent that makes lots of money. I'm against a bad script. I'm against a bad story. I'm against bad art. And I'm against forced nominations. Let's jump on over to the most honest reviews. I have 2 of them. Alexander Mooney from In Review Online says that Emilia Pérez is an opera with no sense of musicality, a melodrama with no investment in human emotion, a thriller with no pulse, and a redemption story with no redeeming qualities. All right, Alexander was clearly at that meeting with all the critics, saying, what kind of adjectives can we stuff into our reviews? He took that idea, that notion, and wrote the truth. And then we have Adam Ollinger from Adam Does Movies, says, not since the movie Cats, has a film missed the mark so badly. The fact that Emilia Pérez is up for 13 Oscars and not 13 Razzies hurts my head. I do hate this movie, but I wouldn't say it's that bad, but I get the point. Go on, Adam. This bundle of cringe will go down in the bowels of history as the single worst film to ever be nominated. I hated Avatar more, just being honest, but yeah, I agree. That's gonna be a head scratcher for the years going forward. It really is. I do wish you guys well. Go in peace. Namaste. And I will see you in the next video. He's sticking bums off. He's sticking bombs up bums? He's sticking bombs up bums? Oh, man, did they fuck the turtle on this one. I don't get it.